Welcome to your daily dose of dopamine. My name is Dr. Robert, and I'm here with my good friend Susan Scarlett. How are you?
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for all of us.
You've been here since pretty much the beginning of this journey. We met in the fall of 2019, which was my first semester, 3.5 years ago. And when the research really took off in spring of 2020, right when COVID was announced, you were instrumental. You were there from the very beginning of this journey. Take me back, feelings, memories, and whatever you got, because I think this is a good chance to unpack and share with our audience why we think Yaks matters today.
Well, initially, as we've talked about, I didn't understand it at all.
Yeah.
And so I tried to encourage you to explain that to me. And that was not something you were willing to do or able to do, or I'm not sure quite how to characterize it.
Yeah.
Would you like to have a go at which one of those two things was
Much
true?
more able to do, and it's one of those squishy things that put me in the same problem in the scientific field, because the desire to constantly, from a quantitative standpoint, say it's this, it does this, and then that. And the thing is, this is improvisation and storytelling for that sense. And the further I've gone, this really is a balance. I think at one point storytelling seemed secondary. It's not. They're hand in hand. They're 50-50. They're subjective based on the experience of the end user, right? So anything I tell you has the potential problem of biasing you in a way. Therefore, the way to show you is to play, and then for us to discuss how it felt.
Yeah, I would say biasing would happen in one of two ways. Either um, I would be limited by that without,
Correct.
without consciously intending to, but it would
Correct.
define it, if you will, or it might just affect something that I would think I was wrong or I wasn't if it wasn't like that. And at the time, in terms of really reflection, Robert, I would say you joked a lot about building the airplane as you were flying it, except that was really true.
Yeah.
I was around before your first clinical trial, sort of beta testing, and that was a great time for learning what it was like to work with a bunch of people who had Parkinson's, what it was like to modify the games and to think through what your goals were
Right.
for us. This
Right.
was long before day one. This was improv.
We were calling it improv to improve Parkinson's disease, that long clunky thing with the light bulb that frightened you.
Yes. Yeah, for you that light bulb was just such a genius, like a light bulb going off, and his face was so scary to me. And it was one of the first moments as friends that I crossed that line and said, I don't like that guy. He's
You were
crazy.
strong about that, and I appreciate that. You know, um,
Well, I appreciate you creating an atmosphere and a place in our friendship to to trust that that's safe, to challenge you or criticize or to be concerned or whatever it is.
express yourself fully. I mean, that's really what I hope it is. I mean, because words like challenge or criticize begin to sound like authority or power. And what I think from this is that my greatest desire is to democratize that. It is to say, I've got this really great thing. It's not really mine. I just happen to be bringing it, and I want everyone to take an equal piece. And if somebody tries to grab it all, that's a bit of a problem. But if everyone takes a little bit, they'll be more than full, right?
It's that um like the fairy tale or whatever, the more you take out, the more that there is in there to take out.
Yeah.
So,
And, and
yeah.
and you can get lost in your own thing if you're as opposed to taking the one and kind of holding it in concert with having that soft focus. Someone else took a piece and I took a piece, and now the goal is to get rid of it. Really, it's to give your piece or to transform it to someone else. um, and here's the thing, going back to explaining, that really stuck with me, that improv is a delicate thing, and storytelling is for that matter too. That you're right, by you can easily over explain it. You can easily limit the other person's opportunity to bring themselves to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unlike, say, a test where you're saying, write down the answers and they go in this box and this, that, and the other. This is
Multiple
antithetical to that.
choice. For sure.
You know, well, this is step one. We got a lot to say, but welcome to your dose.
Let's keep it going.